Okay, so I want to say, we'll give it just a second here. All right, it says that we're starting. All right, we are live, so welcome everybody back to 2b2t.online. We're going to be coding it today. This is the new page. We've brought on several other developers, which has been really nice, just a couple. I'm going to go ahead and drop my live stream link. How's it going, CryptLink? I'm going to drop in a couple of links and Discords on my other computer real quick. If I have time to today, I may even put in my video cam, because that would be an okay thing for me to do, I think, at this point. If there's any extra sound coming in, it's going to be from the street behind me. I live in like a large apartment complex, or my roommates might be coming back in at some point today, but that's all good. And so today we're going to be checking out what we've built kind of in between, and then moving on towards the timeline, which is right over here. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and log in. There we go. This is the local host server, so I just used a quick and easy username. Right now, you'll notice that you can view recent comments. So let's check out Aureus. You can see, and these are the admin views. Obviously, you won't be able to see the delete buttons if you're just a normal account. I'll probably be adding some styles to this button before we launch on June 1st. A couple of other views have been updated as well. Some settings. These are going to be, I need to change the form. We'll probably have another developer take a look at that. Cloverfrost has been pretty great with that kind of stuff. So that's the user settings page. This is the current, whatever you call, profile page that we will also be improving pretty soon here. And let's take a look at the news feed. So of course, we can create a post. This is cool. Of course, we're not a robot. Hit that post button, and there it is. And so we've reached the end of our pagination there. So what I've done in the past, and what we're going to change right now, is I made some quick and dirty pagination. We're just going to have these two right here. I tried to get infinite scroll working. We're going to keep it going. Could you make it easier to access the chords? I have it display on the home page, so you don't need to click anything to see the chords. Let me show you how it is, Lamp. All you have to do is underscroll like that. That's all it is to see the chords. So you find the bass that you want. You just click it once, and it goes down just like that. Of course, you can search names. So Spawn, find it like this. Wrath, Outpost, just like that. Let's see. Little bug changes the width based on the containers inside. I can fix that pretty easily, though, and all that good stuff. Yep. So it should be pretty good. Sorry to break it to you, but you're talking to a brick wall. NVM. Yeah, no. Now, Lamp is pretty cool. We've had some good times together. I hope that didn't. I exited out of that tab. That's probably fine. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to very quickly make sure that these start acting like normal pagination right now. So there's previous, and let's go next right here. Give this the next class. Previous, that's good. And then let me go quickly to my script. So basically all I'm going to be doing here is making it so that this previous and this next page is going to grab the URL based on the URL over here. So if this is 1, we want the next button to load 2, right? Or 3, or 4. And it looks like I already have it working, so I think that's it. I must have done that like earlier, so that's good. And I don't want the previous button to show on the first page, and I did do that. I must have been like doing that real quick and dirty. Now what I am going to do too, and we're going to fix this right now, we're going to have more than 3 posts per page. So I'm going to go to my tweet controller, because we're calling them tweets because they're real quick and easy to do. I have this variable here that's results per page. For now, we're going to make it 10. When we go live, it's probably going to be closer to 25 to 30. Let's load that back up again. So now there should be 10 results per page. Everything is going according to plan. So I've got about 21 posts just on my local server. Let's go ahead and add a couple styles to this button here. I'm going to figure out what the what class name I gave it. Let's see, bring tweeter. Okay, sounds good. So let's go ahead and go to our, let's see, Hugs Up, what fact shout out? I don't know, Kirby, but what fact shout out? Hi, Kirby, how are you? We're going to go to our public again, go to our styles, and we've got this news feed. And then, let's see, let me figure out the name of the button just one more time because I don't have memory. It's the Bring Tweeter. Cool. Let's go ahead and add a style for that. And let's put it right over here because it's basically the second thing after the newsfeed page. So we're going to do .bring tweeter. I'm going to give this a padding left of 1 rem and a padding right. Let's see, right of 1 rem. We're going to give it a background of, and let's go grab a material color, just flatUIcolors.com. This is what I use to grab most of my colors. And we're going to make like a red because it's going to be a call to action and it's going to be juxtaposed on top of that. So that should stand out pretty well. We're going to give it a border of none. And I want to see how that looks real quick. So save that. Is it going? Is this computer being super slow? You know, one thing that you should take into account with all computers is how often you let them restart. And it's probably been about a month or so since I've restarted this computer. All right, we're going to do a couple more things. We're going to change the color to white, give it a border radius of 8 pixels. We're going to up the padding on the left and right by 1 rem, and that should make it just a little bit better. All right, there's that. We're going to make this, I kind of want it to be maybe even a little bit lighter. It needs to be a little bit bigger, that's for sure. So we're going to give it a padding top of 1 rem, as well as a padding bottom of 1 rem. Let's do that real quick. Quick and dirty, make that just a little bit nicer. And then, you know what, I even want to see these, I want to see it a little bit bigger even. So let's go 2.5, see how that looks, and then I might even bring the padding down on the other side. You know what? I want this, we're going to go with 4. I think I want it bigger than OS. It's Mac High Sierra for this. And then I play Minecraft, obviously, on a Windows computer. I think that's much better. That's a nice looking button. I actually want the radius, though, to be a little bit more. Let's try like 20. I like really kind of interesting rounded buttons. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's what I'm kind of looking for. I think we can go just a little bit more. Let's go like 25. See how that looks. Kind of ovally. Yeah, that kind of smoothed out the corner just a little bit. So now all I got to do is make a .bring tweeter. Let's really quickly create a hover effect so that when we hover over it, the background changes. Background, and let's just grab the darker shade right over here. That'll be just fine. And let's add a quick transition. We'll just do all, and we'll do 100 milliseconds. So that should be a pretty good button, I'm thinking. You know, I actually might change the color later on to something more like the top over there. That might be an okay thing to do, I'm thinking. So there's that. We're going to move it, of course, to the center of the page. And I'm just going to do that by, I think I can just probably align self center. Now, depending on the flexbox of the news page, it's going to either change it or not change it at all. Okay. So we can do probably margin left, auto, margin right, auto. That should bring it to the center. Got to give it a, no, because the container around it would need to have a width of 100% in order to make that work. So let's go ahead And really quickly, do class, make a tweet. Tweet form. Where's my, oh, bring tweeter. There it is. Okay. So we're going to give this a div class equal quote. I'm just going to call this center and item, because we might want to be able to use this class over again. There we go. Center and item. And then let's go back to our newsfeed.css. And I'm going to bring this up above because it's a class that's not just for one element, because we may use this again. It's called center and item. Give that a display of flex once it goes. Give it a flex direction of, and we'll say column for this if we want to have a couple and just kind of align to the center. Then we'll do justify content, center, and then we'll do align items, center, and that should be good for now. If I think of anything else I need to add, then we'll do that too. There we go. That's now moved to the center, and then we'll probably have some kind of other text here. I'm not going to worry so much about the styling of this in this episode today. What we are going to continue doing, though, is adding a way to get comments onto the replies here. And then even more important than comments, I think, is probably a way to delete them, at least for the admins. And so that's actually a pretty quick thing to do. So first thing that we need to do is we need to add an actual reply button to whatever. That doesn't look right. There it is. And so let's go ahead and look for each tweets. We can even make this a partial. And so that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go tweets, tweet slash tweet. That's what it'll be, because it's going to be just a tweet. And then we're going to take this, cut it for now. Let's get the spacing a little bit better here and tab that in. Once that goes, there we go. Save that. Go down to our views, go down to our partials. We'll need to create a new folder. Oh no, we already have one. Tweets. There's our tweet form. Let's add tweet.handlebars. That's the templating that we're using. Once that loads up, should take us there. All right, there it goes. Now we're going to go ahead and just paste in what we had, and get rid of that X. All right, so that nothing should change, but it just makes it a little bit more component-based, and I'm a big fan of that. Good. So now we can add a simple reply button. So we're just going to call it a button for now, and we're going to go reply/button. Good. So there's that reply. And so probably what we're going to do is when you click this button, it's going to slide down the like a little form for you to reply and view comments and stuff. And then we'll show maybe 1 or 2 comments on the front, and then the rest of them will be shown on the actual comments page, and you can probably get that when you hit view comments or something. So there'll be like a thing that says view more comments, and so that'll be it. So here's our reply button. Upon click of the reply button, let's give this an ID of add a comment. Let's go to our newsfeed.handlebars. Oh, you know what? No, we're still in our tweet, because this needs to be run underneath our add comment button. We're going to have a little form to, of course, add a comment. And then we're going to have an input box, and its name is going to be content. There's that. And then we're going to need an input that is the button. So input type equal quote submit, and there's that. That should be just fine for now. And we'll obviously pretty that up a little bit. And then I'm going to wrap this in a div too. Call it add a comment form. There's that. Close that div. Div there. Tab these in appropriately. And then there we go. That should be just fine. Troll 2001 says meme. So if I refresh the page now, we should see that underneath everything, there's now a thing that with like a submit stuff. And let's really quickly just give it a label because that's important. We'll do for equal quote content, and we'll call it comment slash label. And then this will be, give just quick little like H3 or something, add a comment. And then we'll fix all the margins and everything in a bit. Don't have to worry about that. There it is, add a comment. So by default, this is going to not show. It'll only show when we click this reply button, and we're just going to use some simple jQuery to do that. So I'm going to go back up to my public folder, my newsfeed scripts, and we're going to say here, let's put it all at the end over here. And I'm going to really quickly, if I can, just make a little comment box that shows that we're now just kind of doing little actions here. So I'm just going to go hashtag, and what did we call it? Let's take a look. We called it add a comment. So on click, we want that to slide down something else. So hashtag add a comment dot on click. Then we're going to do a function that I guess would take an E, which is the event, and then we're going to do dot add a comment form. Then we're just going to do dot slide toggle, and we're going to say, yeah, 200 is probably fine. Now we need to do one more thing. We need to go to our newsfeed.css and style the form so that it is by default display none. So dot add a comment form display none. Hit reply, should go down. All right, we named something wrong. Let me just check the errors, just because it might be because jQuery is being a little bit weird. All right, we've got cannot read class list of null. All right, so let's go fix that in here. The pagination for the infinite scroll, what is going to screw up a couple things because these no longer exist. So let's just get rid of these now. There we go. Refresh. No errors. Hit reply. There it is, add a comment. All right, lovely. That's not too bad. And of course, we're going to make these smaller. We're going to style these buttons and all that jazz. But for now, we're just going to get it working server-sided. So what I'm going to do really quick is we're pretty much, all we have to do for this, we've already got the code for another bit where we were able to comment on the chords. So we can just take the same comment data for here and just plug in and change a couple of, words. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I guess it would be for comments. Let's see, so new comment, we'll say this for chords. And then we'll have, that's exports.default. We're going to have new comment for tweets. That's what we're calling them. Gosh dang it. Tweets. There it is. And then, believe it or not, I can actually just copy and paste everything here. And then, of course, we're going to be changing a couple of names. And then I've probably got to do one more thing. I've got to make sure that I am importing tweet at the top. Yep. So we'll do that right here. Out above moment, const tweet equal require. And then got to go this dot slash models slash tweet. Let me make sure that that's what it is. Tweets with an S. Get it going. There it is. I think. There. Perfect. And semicolon, which I guess you don't need to do anymore, but force of habit, right? All right. So now it's going to be /post/tweets. And then we're probably going to do, we can take the ID from the comment ID. So this is all fine. Really quickly, we don't want to take the rec.body. Definitely not. So I'll be changing that in between episodes because that's just a security thing. We don't want everybody taking stuff from the rec.body. So I'm going to add a quick comment on both of these. Change later. And we'll also do that here or at the bottom. Just because for now it's fine. But when we go into production, I don't want to grab everything from the rec.body. Okay, so now I can do, wherever it says chord, we can change that to tweet and then tweet. Tweet, and that's a capital. Tweet, and then we receive one tweet. And then, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure that the tweet still has this chord ID thing. And the naming convention of that is just kind of weird because we weren't initially considering making whatever. But chord ID, chord title, that's going to be the same thing as post title and tweet title. So I'm actually going to change that right now. So let's do tweet ID, and then the reference is tweets. And then chord title is going to change to tweet title. And I don't think that there is actually a tweet title. So we may have to do something else with it. We might just grab it from the content of the tweet. We'll figure it out. No, we'll grab it from the tweet ID. And I'm going to do tweet ID string too. Just so I can grab it as a string and also as the actual file. Perfect. So now I can do comment data. Now it's going to be, of course, tweet ID. Then it's going to take in a tweet. We're going to create a comment with comment data, which is going to take all of this stuff. Then we're going to do tweet.comments.push so that we were able to get it. And then we're going to do tweet.save. Perfect. Else you're a robot because you didn't fill in the capture. And we do have to add one more thing, and that is get the capture actually on the thing. So I'm going to grab that from the tweet form partial. If I can. Command C. We're going to go to now our tweet. Put it in right above the submit button. And there it is. Give this an action. Action equal quote. And then I think it was /tweets/comment. Let me make sure. /tweets/comment. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to go quickly and figure out all the hidden inputs that I had on the chords. Here's the comment form. We should be able to grab some stuff from here. Yep. This is good. Love that. Great. And then we're going to go to our tweet. And we're going to add those hidden inputs there as well. Great. And then I want to change this from chord ID to, of course, tweet ID. And then I'm going to do this twice because one of them is also going to be tweet ID string, str. Perfect. And then this dot title is going to be tweet title. Okay. Actually, we'll hold off on that for now because I think I did get rid of that. All right, we're going to test this out and see what happens in our database. So let's refresh. And I'm not expecting this to work the first time. If it does, that would be interesting. Let's, can we just, I'm just going to quickly float this to the left. You know, I think I did that on the other one too. So let me take a look. Yeah, div style float left. Yeah, it's weird how that did that. All right, back to the newsfeed.handlebar. No, the tweet.handlebars. Okay, you know, going forward, I may want to change a little bit more of the naming conventions so that the comment, or so that the partials have partial in the file name, so that I know which one from like above is a partial and which one is not. All right, there's our div, style float left, close that div right here, /div, and then make sure that that's nice and nested inside. Great. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do much styling in this episode, but we've done a fair bit of styling. All right, so there's that. Have we reloaded the new page? I'm not sure yet. All right, there it goes. Okay, we're going to hit the reply button. I am logged in. Perfect. Comment. Wow. Do the I'm not a robot. Hit submit. Hey, I think we got it. All right, let's go and make sure that we pick that up in our RoboMongo. There it is. So we actually need to grab a new connection. Go down to 2b.online. Go to collections. And then comments, I guess. It's going to be a comment as well. Okay, maybe it's going to be inside of our tweets. Let's take a look. Where are they? Am I getting any? Where did it go? No, I want to say that it's going to be a new comment. It has to be. It literally has to be. Our model, the comment model, needs to have the same stuff, I think, too. Okay, that's where we went wrong. We need to give this a tweet ID string. We'll just put it underneath the chord title because they both serve the same purpose, and just figuring out which one is which. There's that. And then I also need to grab the tweet ID reference. And that should be good. Comment. And then we'll put that underneath the chord ID because they're both references. Perfect. All right, let's try creating the comment now and see if that captures it. And they should just, they're both comments. It's the same model. I'm not trying to create two different models for different comments like we did in a previous website. Let's see. All right, great. No, we don't need to create a post. Actually, no. Okay, we'll do this one right over here. Add a comment. Great. I'm not a robot. Submit. Goes through. Check our RoboMongo. Hit the play button. Go to comments. Not there yet. I do want to try one more time doing new connection. And doing 2b.online, collections, comments. 13, no. All right, let me go back to my tweets. Nope, Donovan, what are you doing? No, nothing. Tweets, field 21. This is cool. Doesn't seem to be taking anything in. All right, let's do a little bit of debugging. So I'm going to quickly compare the control, or look at the controller, just to make sure nothing weird is happening there. And then we're going to start doing some console logging. Just because we need to now. Okay, rec.body.tweet ID. So what I need to do now is I need to grab the I need to put an input with the tweet ID, with the tweet ID. Gosh, dang it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Input. Let's go. Done, thanks to you. Oh, great. Type equal quote hidden, and then we're going to do value equal quote, and then inside we're going to go this dot ID. That should do it. Oh, I need to give this a name. Name equal quote, and I think we called it what? Just tweet ID. There it is. All right, that should be good. Let's try it now. See how that does. This is what programming looks like. Figuring out all the bugs, and I guarantee that that's not the only one because all we did was change names. All right, new comment. I'm not a robot. Submit. Okay, now let's check our database. Comments. Nope. Tweets. Nope. Okay, so something is still going weird. I'm going to go back to our controller. Hey, there's a lot of people coming in now. How's it going, everybody? We're doing it by the rec.body.tweetid, and I probably will be changing that later, by the way, just for the same reason that we're not trying to grab the entire rec.body. Actually, it's fine, because, I mean, if somebody wants to exploit it, it's like, why not just comment on something else? So that's fine to keep that way. I'm going to console log this tweet. Over here. And then I'm above, when we do this action here, I'm going to quickly console log the rec.body.tweet ID. Alright, let's try that. See what we can find, if anything. Hopefully something. What is good is that we're not getting a crash. So something's working, but not the way that we want it to necessarily. Okay. Comment. Great. Oh, yeah. And of course, we're not a robot. Welcome everybody that just came in. Submit. Goes in through. And then, am I not getting any console logs? How can that be? Let me console, because it should say undefined, right? Log here. Console.log here. 1. This is here too. And then I'm going to do console.log what? Right there. All right, let's see what we get now. Oh. Hold on. Let's go like this. I wonder if that's been a reason for something the whole time, is because we've had a weird URL. All right. And now we're going to go yippee. Submit. Okay, I want to say it's the action that's doing something weird, because I think all we're doing right now is refreshing the page, because the this form is like broken. We're probably not posting it to the right place, and you know what I think it is? I know exactly what it is, and I feel really dumb about it too, not gonna lie. What if I am a robot? This is anti-robotism. It is. I will discriminate against the robots as much as I can do so. All right. Here's the first issue is I put that on the div and not the form, and I didn't give this a method of post. Okay. All right, I think this will work. We're crossing our fingers, right? But I think it'll work this time. Refresh, let's get rid of that. Developer, whatever. Once that refreshes, I'm going to, we want to get rid of all this stuff. There's going to be a lot of it. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Come on, come on. It takes a long time to load 10 of these. We're going to have to look into that. Actually, unless, I bet you it loaded already, but it's just trying to get more stuff. All right. Comment. I'm not a robot. This is going to do it. Submit. Okay. Now at least I think we're getting an error. So that's good too. Unless it doesn't want to console. Oh. Cannot read property push of undefined. All right, here we go. That's what we want. That's what I want to see. Comment.js. This is the controller. After this, I'm going to restart my computer because it's going real slow. Okay, we can get rid of these console logs. There's the ID. Great. And we cannot push of undefined, so it's not able to do that. Cannot read property pushed of undefined. Tweets.comments.push. Do I have a comments in the model? Aha. Let's just take the same thing from the chords. There it is. Oh, you know what? We're going to grab comment length too. I like that a lot. And then, do I set comment length in here? Probably not. I set it when you post it, I want to say. Oh, no, there it is. This model comments, remove core ID. Oh, there it is. Pre-vet comments.length. Okay. What does this do? Remove this model comments, remove core ID, this remove callback next. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can add that too. If I am not a robot, yep, same stuff. All right, let's go ahead and put that at the bottom here, just adding our comments, because there's nothing for it to save it into. So we're going to put it into an array so we can do that method of pushing it. And then here's our comment length. Oh, what's going on here? No. Oh, I see it. This one needs a comment, or a comma, not a comment, it needs a comma. And then we can get rid of that mumbo jumbo, and we can replace it with the chords pre-save of the comment length. I don't know why I call next here and not just in the callback of next. Oh, we got like, I don't know what's going on. All right, tweets, and then right above it, we can paste that in, do tweet schema, validate, yeah. Perfect. Okay, let's try it again. I'm really confident right now that we're going to get it going well. Oh, look, one of them went through. You see that? That did go through. Totally went through. We're getting it on the front page right there. All right, let's go back to the news feed. Hit the reply button. Actually, real quickly, I'm going to create a new post. Testing. Post. Reply. Wow! Hit that I'm not a robot button, submit, and that should do the trick. Oh, let's make sure we didn't get, nope, no error. Oh, wait. Oh, just we're console logging the comment. Is that what that is? Yep, no errors. Totally worked. We did it. It's going to be in the, I got to find a new connection now. Okay. Now it'll be collected. Go to our collections, look at the comments. 14 and 15, that's both of them. We got the tweet ID string. Great, great. And we should, if we go to the tweets, the new one has a comment length of 1, and it's got a comment with 1 element, which gives us the object ID. Lovely. So now all you got to do is just put them all in and make it all grand. I do want to prove that this comment length works, so I'm going to add one more comment. Comment 2. I'm not a robot. Submit. Play. Go down to here. Length is now 2 because we have how many comments? We've got 2 comments. Lovely. You know, I really don't need a property for this. I can just say .comments.length over here. It's the same thing, but, well, you know what? That's fine. I really don't know why, actually, just thinking about it, it's like, what's the point when this is just literally this, right? Like, you don't need to. You already have it. It's a part of this property right here. Why do you have one property that gets the property of this? But oh well. Sorry, not one key that gets the property of this. Anyway, what we can do now, of course, is we can get those comments to be embedded inside. And I'm going to do that later on my own just because I only want to show like 1 or 2, probably of the top comments to start, and then the rest is kind of going to be, you know, on its own. But what I do want to try and do right now is get the posts that you make to appear on your profile page. So right now the posts, the tweets are tied to users the same way that comments are tied to users. And so if I go to the profile controller, we can find the not just the comments, but the tweets. So let's do that. Let's go, first of all, let's put it at the top over here. Const tweet. Oh, you know what? Let's put it over the moment. Moment just is what allows me to say this was made 20 minutes ago, or 3 days ago, or eventually it'll be like a year ago. All right, const tweet equal, and we already did this earlier, so I know exactly what it is, /models/tweets with an S. And then I don't need this white space here because these are just making sure that we got everything that we need. All right, great. In case you're wondering, this is a Node.js backend, meaning that we're actually using JavaScript for the backend as well as the front end, which is really good for web developers such as myself. I'm kind of looking into getting into some of that GraphQL stuff, which gets rid of the RESTful paradigm for, you know, crudding out resources. Okay, so right above here, we're going to do tweet.find, and it's going to be the same thing. Username needs to be the same thing as the profile, because profile is rec.params.username. So whatever profile page you're on, it'll give you the correct thing, because we're finding everything that equals that. Does that make sense? I think it probably does, actually. That's not terribly difficult. Then we're going to take that profile. Oh, let's add one more of these. We're going to do a function. This is an ES6 arrow function. They're great. And we're going to, I think we're just updating the time here, so might as well. Oh, no. What is this? Posts. Yeah, we should update the posts time here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. That's all it is. We're just finding all those. And so I actually need to call this I'm going to call these posts or tweets. instead here. There we go. All right, so this is now for the tweets. Okay, sorry. I'm scratching my head. It's a weekend, guys. I shouldn't be coding on the weekend. All right, tweets, and that should be good once we save it. TWETS tweets. All right, that should grab it if we're logged in, and then I can really quickly, I guess, add this to the. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure we get all the errors done. Line 37. Oh, just there we go. Is that what you wanted? Okay, that seemed to do it. Okay, let's take this, copy it. Here's the if you're logged out. We grab the comments, and we will also grab the user thingy, whatever the fuck you wanna, whatever. And then we can even. I don't need this. I don't think. Ah, fuck. We're gonna leave it. I don't want to break anything right now. So now all I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to the profile page, and if it crashes, then we screwed up. If it doesn't crash, then we're good. It's loading this page, profile page. Does it crash? Doesn't seem like it's crashing. Okay, now we've got unhandled promise, rejections are deprecated, at path for model. Oh. We must be console logging when we go to the profile page somewhere. And I'm getting a call from outside. Where am I console logging? Because I don't want to be console logging anything. I guess we can do that later. Cast failed to string failed for value tweets. Oh, so it didn't get tweets, I don't think. Do we need... Does user have tweets? Does it have posts or comments? I don't think it needs to. Groups, Reddit, basis, join date, not created profile, UID, alpha, beta, supreme overlord, which is just like a super admin, I guess. Oh, I'm doing that to call twice in a row. Huh. Okay, let's look back up at the profile page. It doesn't look like that's working. Here, we're gonna put them in and see what it looks like. That's the third time they're calling. Okay. Let's see. Okay, profile. You're out of the, okay, views, chords, admin, profiles. There it is, profile page. And now we're gonna put it at the bottom, right above the comments. So let's quickly do like HR just so we can see it. Wow, somebody's really trying to get a hold of me. Now we're going to do, they can leave a voicemail. Then we're just going to go hashtag each tweets. And then we did it just inside there. No. I don't know why it created that. It. Enter /each. 3 missed calls. Weird. All right. Refresh. Are we grabbing anything? Someone's really trying to get a hold of me. Very weird. Here, I'm going to mute my phone, put it on silent, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay. So we should be getting that same thing that we have a cast of error. String value tweet. So let's go back to the controller and figure out what's going on. Profiles.js. We're at 49 minutes. I think that my thing automatically stops around an hour into it because I'm using a pretty crappy software. So we're going to try and get this done pretty soon here. All right, Jesus, somebody really needs to get a hold of me, I guess, from Pleasanton. I doubt it. I would have their contact info. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. They can leave a voicemail. All right, so we're finding the user by the profile. Yep. Tweet.find username. I think it's user. Let me check. I have in my tweet model username string. Okay, it is definitely username. Let's go back to profile. So it should be username. Then we return tweets. And then tweets should have that same day thing. Here's this. Let's change this part. Tweets. That might be literally, I mean, that would definitely break it. If it wasn't broken before, that would definitely be the thing that would break it. Now, okay, that looks like it's, okay. Getting something. Let's check. Cast an error for value tweets. We're getting a blank array. Because it would be a blank array. We're finding them with the username that matches that, then we're returning them. So what we're not doing, tweets should not be a blank array unless I'm not casting the username properly. Oh, we're not. Do you see right here how there's no usernames, or there's no username here? So it's getting them. These are the comments that we made, right? Those are totally the comments that we made. If I were to go to the news feed, we totally are getting these, and they are showing up on the page. We just got to style them. If I were to add another comment, that just says we are receiving. Oh, wait. We're not trying to do comments. We already have comments. We're trying to do posts. Post. I'm not a robot. There's post. Go to my profile. Okay. No, we aren't getting them. Man, I was like, yes, there they are, but no, I totally got mixed up. Oh boy. Let's go back. Yes. So I do want to say that maybe we're not getting the username the way that I want to. What does the username look like here? Username, Joe. And the rect.body ID is Joe. Why would that not do that? Cast a string failed for value tweets. It's trying to cast a string to it. Okay, forget this stuff for now, because this is the only thing that I think is broken. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, we're still getting something. Catch string failed for value tweets. And it's an unhandled promise warning. Do they want like a dot catch? I'm looking, guys, I'm looking. Okay. We found the username profile, return the profile, that's all good. Oh, okay. We probably want to return the tweets too here. That's going to render them, hopefully. There we go. Now we're going to see the actual error that we're getting. Because now it's trying to render what's not there. Tweets, nope, is not defined. So we're putting it here, tweet.find, pass in tweets. So something is weird about this. And I want to say I'm not like totally finishing something over here. Is that it? Is that the error? I doubt it so much. This is not going to work. No, that just made it way worse, I'm sure. Unexpected token there. But why? Okay, so why would that be fine, but this is not? Unless we wanted to end this, but not the data yet. I don't know. You know what? We don't end the data until here. Let's just add one of these over here. That should do it, I think. I think it was weird because it was ending it, and we're not trying to end it yet. Let's refresh. New error, probably. Let's see. Cache string failed for value tweets is still an error, or giving us an error, but at least we fixed something, right? So we're not getting the tweets. It's really bugging me that it's console logging that somewhere. Unless that's just the whole error message that we're getting in the cache. Who is this nerd? It's a nerd that can't fix his own problem. That's who it is. Let's see. Profiles, profile page view, comments, current user, user, profile. User.find one. It's not over here. That's not where the error is. The error is literally right up here somewhere. We're trying to return this tweet.find. I'm going to do it the long way here. Instead of using that variable name just to see what it is. Because I think, that's what it is. I was passing in profile, because profile here is profile, but we changed profile right here when we grab profile as data from finding that user. This is what the value of tweets is now, because we're passing in that value of profile. This is like literally the username was this whole profile. So it's trying to cast this as the username. So now that I'm grabbing this as rec.user.username, which I must have done there because I figured that out then too, and I was like, okay, all right. It's loading, I think. There it is. And look, we did it. Look at all the posts. I made a ton of posts. So that's it. We did it. Don't know what else to say. If I were to change the text from we did it to like this .content. This .content, and then just make it like a paragraph, right? Paragraph /p Control-C. The reason why this is not on top right now is because this comment holder is moving everything reverse, so that we're able to get the most recent ones first. So I can just put this at the bottom, and they will be moved to the top. Refresh, take a look, look at all these posts. Yep, see, here they are. There they are. These are the posts, these are the comments. In between episodes, I will start to make it all pretty, but we got it. It's on the profile page. We're good, and more importantly, thank you for watching us today. I think that 2b2t.online is coming far, and we are going to be releasing on June 1st, so we have that to look forward to. So I'm going to go ahead and commit all my changes and everything so that the other developers can work on it. And then thank you for tuning in today, and that's all we have time for. So bye. Managed to really just barely fit that within an hour. All right, thank you for watching.